Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing a slow cooker cranberry sauce. I was going to do one on the stovetop, but my daughter Christy, she sent me this recipe that she had that you just put it in the slow cooker. And so I decided I was going to take it one step further and put it over baked potatoes. So we'll go all into my slow cooker cranberry sauce. 4 cups of fresh or frozen cranberries, zest of 1 orange, zest of 1 lemon, 3/4 cups fresh juice of either the orange or the lime or a combination of both, 2 to 4 tablespoons of maple syrup depending on your preference of whether you want it a more sweet cranberry or a more tart cranberry. So that's up to you as to how much you want to add to that. And 1 cinnamon stick, and this is optional. Now for the potatoes, we're going to take 4 russet potatoes, olive oil, and optional, you can put a slice of Brie cheese in the potatoes after they're done. So let's begin. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and wash your cranberries and pick out all of the bad ones and then dump it into your slow cooker. I went ahead and took the zest of 2 oranges just because I think I wanted a little bit more of an orange cranberry flavor. And the zest from 1 lemon. And I chose 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. That's kind of a midway point between the 2 and the 4, so I've never had this before, so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and go down the middle with that. Now with maple syrup, you are using this instead of the sugar. And this is maple syrup from Vermont. So all of the ingredients are dumped in the crock pot. Alright, so the cinnamon sticks are optional. It calls for 1 of them. And I am going to put 2 of them in. We'll go ahead and put the lid on. Turn it on to low for 3 to 4 hours. So I'll see you back then. First thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 425. Then you want to take your potatoes, make sure that they're washed and dried, and pierce holes in it to get ventilation on both sides. And some people like to wrap their potatoes in foil, which there's nothing wrong with that, but you'll get a crispier skin if you cook them without the foil. So if you don't eat the skin, it doesn't really matter. If you eat the skin, you would probably like it crispier. Then you want to take your olive oil and get your potatoes all covered in the olive oil on both sides. And you can take, and I've done this before, you can just take a paper towel and get the paper towel wet with the olive oil and then rub your potato with the paper towel. It's a little less messy that way, but this way you get a little bit thicker amount of olive oil on it. And then you want to take some sea salt and sprinkle and rub in all over the potato. And be generous with the salt. That will give the skin a good taste. When the oven is preheated, put the potatoes in a 425-degree oven for 45 to 55 minutes. And you can tell when it's done by sticking a fork in it, and if it comes out easily, it's done. Make sure you turn it over at the halfway point. All right, let's check the cranberries. All right, so the majority of them has popped, and that's what we wanted. We'll go ahead and shut that off and let it cool so it can thicken. And before we serve it, we will remove the cinnamon sticks. All right, so this is the cranberry sauce. Doesn't that look delicious? All right, so the potatoes are done as well. We'll go ahead and cut it open. Lay a piece of Brie cheese there. And then scoop some cranberries on top of that. Now you can have your cranberries on the side of the potato. And then you can also put a little bit of cranberry sauce on the ham, or turkey, or whatever you're serving for your Thanksgiving meal. So here we have the cranberry, Brie, baked potato, and rounding out the meal is ham with the cranberry sauce.
I have used a fork before and a knife. It's not something I ever thought about doing, but it's an interesting combination.
So how does the cranberries taste?
The cranberries are a little bit tart. Excuse me, but I don't know. I think I'm liking this. It's way different. Like I say, it's not anything that I would have thought about as a combination before. And I don't know if maybe a little sprinkle of brown sugar or something. Because I'm used to a more like what the baked sweet potato with cinnamon and all that stuff on there. I don't know, but it's an interesting combination.
Well, I can sweeten up the cranberries with more maple syrup. I only use 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, and I could use up to 4, it said. So.
It's certainly something that's worth a try, I think.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.